the sexual frequency of Chinese adults?
Maybe 5 times a week. Some people need it 5 times a day. It's a very good point that you mentioned, because if you share with your partner, it's not going to work.
So you just leave it.
Right.
So how many times you prefer? Like, how do you lift you up your energy? What about the sugar daddy then? Are you against this kind of thing?
This model of relationship quite popular in Russia, especially maybe.
Well, in Japan too.
Yeah?
Yeah, maybe 3, 4.
I think it's like all over the world, in even America and Europe. People do this.
Yeah.
But I always knew that I can do better. Yeah, I can do something myself.
Yep.
And if, like, for example, I make my own money, I'll be able to choose. I know that I'm not going to be happy. Like, imagine you live in a palace, gold everywhere, but you don't see your man. He doesn't respect you. He doesn't, like, create time for you. He just give you money, gifts, and, shut up.
Yeah.
No, I need respect.
So you never feel attracted to the sugar daddy relationship? No. So because you're quite independent, right?
I wouldn't, like, it's just maybe since I turned 30, I started to be independent. Maybe before, like, I wasn't that independent, but in general, I always knew that I can do better. Yeah.
What about sugar mommy?
It's actually very interesting, because I had this experience once, and for example, I dated a guy.
Yep.
It wasn't something serious. It was just like the beginning, maybe a few months. And and I wanted to do something nice for him, you know. And I rented a helicopter tour, and we had this helicopter tour around the city. I'm not greedy. That's what I'm saying. That I don't expect that the only man gonna surprise me. No, I can do as well. I'm very generous. And after this, he just like, "Oh, you're my sugar lady now." I was like, oh my God, what's wrong with you? Just say thank you, was nice, la la la. And after this, we went to the coffee shop after this helicopter tour, and he didn't even pay for my coffee. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. I'm not gonna do this again.
Is he Russian?
No.
That's why.
I don't wanna mention any names or
Okay.
cities, okay? But this is a story that. This experience made me feel that I'm not going to do this again. Only for someone who will be confident with my partner, my life partner. Yeah.
Okay. So no sugar mommy, no sugar daddy.
No.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And some people say that the sugar daddy relationship can be seen as lacking emotional depth. Do you think it's true?
Like emotional.
They don't have any connection emotionally. Just like financial support.
Yes, that's what I mean. That's what I said to you previously. I don't know. People are different, right? And for some girls, it's okay.
Yes.
For example, if she realizes that she's not able to make her own money, and this is the only choice for her, I'm not going to judge it. Like, if it's someone's choice, and I have to respect it, and it's okay. Maybe it works well for her. Maybe it works well for this man who supports her financially.
That's
true. For me, it's not good.
You mentioned a little bit like lawyer.
Life part.
You said sense of humor as well, right?
Sense of humor, yes, it's very important. If he makes me laugh, it's so good. I don't like this drama. Yeah. Of course, if it's some serious situation, that's fine. But if it's like drama queen, you know, who was like, oh my God, like about even silly, simple things. No, I like to be on a simple way, you know. This is the best. Sense of humor, loyalty, of course. I want to be confident in the future. You know, for women, it's very important to know what's going to be tomorrow. If he doesn't give me any certainty about our future, it drives me crazy. This is very, very important thing. If he gives me this certainty, he talks with me about it, I feel confident, I feel in peace. That's very important thing.
I'm going to deep dive into the questions about sexual empowerment and freedom. Okay, so stay tuned. So, do Russia generally express or talk about the sex life in general?
Of course we do. Of course we do.
I feel like opposite. Russian girls are very reserved. No?
No. Of course we do talk about sexual part as well. It's very important.
So are you talking with the female friends or?
Of course, I can
family?
talk with my partner about it.
Yeah.
Maybe not with family, no.
No family?
With friends, yes, that's okay. With family, no. I can't imagine me talking about sexual part with my mom. No.
What about talking with the partner about sex life? Do you talk or?
Yeah, that's okay.
That's okay?
This is my partner who we're gonna have sex with, no? But
Okay.
I wouldn't talk with him about it. I think it's good.
Because some women feel, shame or I don't know, shy to disclose their
This is
feeling.
a very good point that you mentioned, because if you're shy with your partner, what's the point? You have to be open to each other because it's very important. And you can talk openly with me about like your desires, your feelings, about what you like, what you don't like. I think it's normal. It's gonna make things work better in the future potentially, and eventually, in the end of the day, we'll be like happier. Yeah, it's normal. There is nothing to be ashamed of. I think it's better to talk about it than to think somewhere deeper, accumulate this bad energy, right? Yeah. If you're not happy in this intimate part, it will be a reason of cheating, right? Maybe like this person can find this what he needs from the other woman or man. Yeah, it's better to talk about it.
Better talk about it.
I believe, yeah.
Okay. Okay. I just want to share my study I found from internet. So this is a study on sexual behavior in China. I just found it's quite interesting. So, 2013 study published in The Lancet in China found that the sexual frequency of Chinese adults range from once a week to once a month on average, which is quite low. What do you think about this fact? Can you believe it or?
I think it depends on exact couple. Yeah, because and it's also about our physical constitution, because some people need it maybe 5 times a week, some people need it 5 times a day. For some people, it's okay to have once a month. And for example, if your partner wants it more than you, it's also not going to work.
Did you say sexual constitution?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It can be different.
Yeah.
Some people need more sex, some people need less, and there's nothing wrong with it.
Yes.
But it's also like, as a nutritionist, I would say that sometimes if people have like low libido, it can be a medical reason as well. Yeah. For example, if we are in stress, all our resources goes to produce cortisol. Have you heard about it?
Yeah, kind of.
It's a hormone of our adrenal glands that helps us to adapt to stress.
Yeah.
And if, like, for example, you're distressed chronically, it's like depression, anxiety and everything, all our resources goes to produce cortisol. And we don't have any nutrients, any like proteins, for example, to produce other steroid hormones. And in the end of the day, we won't have libido, because testosterone level will be like quite low. And sometimes it's not our sexual constitution. Sometimes it's just medical reason and we can fix it, right? Yeah, and there are a few reasons like this that can be fixed.
Yes. I think men for the testosterone, was it? Men can be changed due to like exercise, can be increase the level of...
If a man or even woman like,
as well,
do some exercise, especially lifting weights, it increases producing of our testosterone, but stress is very harmful thing for our libido and our hormonal status as well. Just I don't need that much, for example, as my partner. And maybe these sort of people have to think about maybe to find someone else, right? It can be much better.
As an option, okay. And also, according to the 2005 direct survey, Japanese couple have sex, can you guess how many times a year?
1 time a day?
So 1 time a day?
Yeah.
45 times a year.
45 times a year?
A year. So which means...
It's almost once a week.
Yeah. Almost
once a week, or once in 10 days.
A little bit less than, Whereas Russian couple have sex, you can take a guess.
How many?
Can you guess? Take a guess.
50.
A year?
100.
More.
150.
143 times a year.
Almost.
Which is the top 3 in the world, followed by Greece and Brazil. So it's a huge difference between, I'm originally Japanese and you're Russian. So, so it's a 45 times and 143 times, okay?
I'll just quit it. Right.
So how many times do you prefer? Like...